Hello, Taurus. This is a bit later than expected, and I need to get my camera right angle. I hope that's right. I hope I have enough space as well. If not, I may have to change it. Okay, let's try this. This is for love and relationships. So I'm going to do two spreads, two heaps of cards, and those are one is for those who are single and one is for those who are in a committed relationship. And then I'll read the cards. Okay, so let's get the cards out. I'll fast forward and I'll put, as always, timestamps in the readings because that is much easier. So I'm going to leave the cards like this. Okay, is that going to work? Yes. That is one row. That's the other. Okay, that's one. I'm going to get your energy out from this deck. I'm not going to do a very long reading because I will be really doing two readings. So this is your energy and this is your energy. Okay, just let me put these here. And then I'll be clarifying. So, when you are single, this is your card, your energy. This can be a little bit of an aggressive energy. So, Taurus, if you are on the dating scene, you may come over a little bit pushy, a little bit going too fast. You want things your way. But on the other hand, there's also something in this card, and that's, that it really depends how you are standing in life, because this is a general reading, so it's going to resonate with Taurus, or it's not going to resonate with all Tauruses, of course. Now, you can always have a look at your moon sign video or your rising sign video to get a better view, or maybe to get additional information. Now, this can also be, besides being a little bit like pushy, aggressive, fast moving on the dating scene, it can also be that you're sort of cutting out the bullshitters on the dating scene. Maybe you are on Tinder and maybe you saw the Tinder swindler. I saw it, I watched it. I was like, okay. But just beside the point that, so it can be that you're weeding out like the things or the persons on Tinder that you have matched with, but you're not really thinking, okay, no, I'm not going to go into this. And I feel that you're doing that like a big cleanup. So I needed to adjust my camera because it was going to drop and it was doing funny stuff. I don't know. I didn't sort of really fix it, that it couldn't move. So that can be the case as well, that you're more discerning, that you're more, you're really a little bit more picky as well. You're not just dating everyone. You're just not dating just for dating. You're really picky. That is the other meaning here. Now, let's have a look here at your cards. Knight of Wands, so another knight. The Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel, Taurus, that whatever you're looking for, I'm being drawn to this card as the first one, the Four of Pentacles. I'm seeing you. Look at this. This is with scales in this deck. This is not really about, there is standing on these two coins, and then there's these two coins, and there's scales. So it's like you're weighing people. You're weighing who is a suitable candidate and who is like, okay, I can't have this person in my life because that is not going to do me any good. I feel this really connects with the one that I said, you're being picky. So I feel that more and more when I look at these other cards, it's more and more about really being picky and being discerning and being very astute in with this Knight of Wands, very astute in your perceptions, together with this Knight of Swords. I feel the Knight of Swords is also very perceptive. They see truth. they go for truth, they go after truth. And these two knights together, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, I feel they're sort of working together. Like, okay, you're really looking at what is making who is really sparking a fire in you, or who is sparking your curiosity. I would more say curiosity. I think fire here is not the right word, but you're looking for some people that spark your curiosity, your interest. They stimulate your intellectual, not only your emotional interest, because we have a Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is not about emotion so much. So I think you're looking for someone who is sort of say who you think might stimulate you, also in an intellectual, in an intelligent conversation, who has that fire as well about subjects that you love. So there is this discerning very much, and yeah, with this Four of Pentacles. So I'm going to put that here. I'm going to put this here because that's another deck. I need to really be careful because look, they're very similar, the decks, so that I don't mix them up. And then this is that weighing, are people enough for you to give your attention to them? Are they? It's not about good enough, it's about interesting. You're weighing them, as it were, like, okay, let's have a conversation, let's see what comes out of this conversation, and then I can still decide whether I want to go on the next date. Again, I feel there's a lot of discernment in this card, really strong. But we also have an Ace of Pentacles. So for me, that is two-folded as well. You are looking for someone new. And what is happening with my... Oh my God, just hold on. Like that, it works. So that means I have to sort of... when I start with the first sign, I always have this, that I have to sort of measure and weigh and see where it's fitting in. Okay, I think we're there. I do apologize, Taurus. I'll fast forward the whole things that don't need to be seen. So I feel with the Ace of Pentacles, there is this... you're looking for something new. I feel that you're looking for something new in a person, something that you value and that is important to you, and you're looking for that in the person that you're going to date. And that's why you are so discerning. That's why you weigh the persons. I mean, it's not like you're on a competition, or you're going to the market and you weigh your vegetables. That's not a thing that you're doing, but you're really careful. There is this carefulness to go after someone that has similar values, that has similar ways of seeing the world. Now, similar doesn't mean the same. Similar doesn't mean exactly be in agreement with everything you do, but it is something that is close to your values, that either are in addition to your value system and the way you see the world, or that are those values of that person are close to the way you see the world, or at least matching. There is a match there. There is, something that is not really conflicting. And I feel you need that to feel safe. You need that also to feel safe, because there is this element of safety in here with this person standing on these pentacles. You want to feel safe when you're dating, on the dating scene. You don't want to risk, getting disappointed, or maybe disappointed is not a word, but maybe in the past there were some really, freeloaders, or people that really were really conflicted with the way you saw the world, and you have discovered that is not really your kind of your cup of tea to go after, to be in that sort of dating scene, and that's why you're so much more careful. But so this is you going after someone with those new values. Now, on the other hand, this card, because it's in the last card here, and we'll see when I draw the more cards on top. So It's not only you going after those values from other persons, or matching values, or matching perspectives, or closely matching perspectives, but I feel there is an opportunity for you really to actually meet someone like that. That person is there. You really will have to look for them, I feel. With this Knight of Swords, you will probably find them. But again, there is this pickiness. So I feel there is a warning in here as well. Don't be too picky, because if you're too picky, you can't just try. If you're too picky and you say no immediately, then you can't try, and then you will never find somebody interesting, because then of course you're not going to find anyone if you're too picky. So there is this little warning in these cards of, what, you can be picky, you should be picky, but you also shouldn't take it to extremes, so that you completely block yourself off, and then you box yourself into a corner on the dating scene, and then nothing happens. So that's also not the idea. So let me have a look. No, you know what? I'm going to first do the ones for the relationship, and then I'm going to draw the clarifiers. Okay, so for those that are in a relationship, look at what comes out. King of Pentacles. It feels like a very solid, a very mutually giving, nourishing relationship. And you're a nourisher as well. This card also indicates your energy, because it's really your energy. You are a provider, you are a nourisher, whether that's, providing in a monetary fashion, or providing in an emotional, psychological, for well-being, taking care of the practical matters, of the day-to-day matters for family life in your relationship. You are the one who deals with those kind of things, and you can do that really well. And it could even be that you're in charge of the financial aspect of this relationship. That is a possibility as well. But you are nourishing, you are solid, you are grounded. You have both feet in reality, yes. And you can, you make things work in the relationship. You're also a hard worker to make things work in your relationship. That's what I feel here with this card. So let's see what's happening here. We have a Queen of Wands. We have the Creatrix, which is the Fool card in this deck, and the Eight of Swords. By the way, this is a new deck. This is the Dreamkeeper's Tarot, just for those who want to know. And these cards, these outer cards that present you, is the Thelema Tarot. And I'll be drawing from the Spirit Animal Oracle afterwards. Okay, so the solidity, the groundedness, the nourishing, the nurturing, everything is there here in this relationship. Now, there is another element in this relationship as well. And I feel this has a lot to do in a way with Venus, but I mean, these cards, there are cards that connect to the astrology and astrological signs and elements. But I feel here, this is a fire card, so it connects to fire. So I really feel that the relationship has spark. It still has, it still has fire. It still has passion. It's not like the relationship has died. And why am I saying that? Because you also have the Fool card here, but there is a strange thing here. And that I think this is a warning. That's Eight of Swords. And look at the card. This is sort of an angel surrounded by swords. So I feel that there is something that you have to avoid. And that is becoming trapped in a certain routine, becoming trapped. Although, Taurus, you like routine and you don't like change too much. But there is also this danger of you not getting too trapped. Because then, look, then you can't be free. You can't go on a ship and travel, as it were. You need some freedom, and you need also to have some flexibility in the relationship. Because the moment you get too stuck on one person and in this relationship by not doing anything creative, by not following your heart, by not following your desires, and by only taking care of others and nurturing and nourishing, that's when you're going to feel stuck. So I feel this is like an advice card and a warning in the background saying, look, it's all good. You're good. Your relationship is solid. There's even still, it's still passionate because there's the Queen of Wands, and your partner looks upon you as this Queen of Wands. Now, this is not gender based, yeah? So if you're a man, your partner still looks at you with passion and as a passionate person. There's still, even sexual attraction here with this card present. But there is also this need to sometimes, and this is the strangest thing because of that, adversity to change and uncertainty that Taurus has. But I feel that this has to do with his Uranus position in Taurus and the North Node that just moved into Taurus in January. So there's a lot of shifts for most Taurians. And yeah, so there is also this need for Taurus to go on a new adventure. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to go after a new person or a new relationship, but I feel that this again is really read together with this Eight of Swords and telling you, you can't give up your own personal freedom in this relationship. You need to, in order to keep that fire burning, you can't be just a nourisher, but you also need passionate things. But you don't need them for, you need them for the both of you, but you also need them for yourself as an individual part of that relationship. There is also this element of, let's explore some new things as well together in our relationship. Not only, do new things together, the Fool card. Don't stress too much and let us just enjoy a little bit and have a little bit of fun, have a little bit of an adventure together. That is in this card as well, because you have this card that says, routine is not going to make you happy. Too much of the same and never doing anything fun or new or going on an adventure together or alone. And I think you need both. You need something to do with your partner, or you sometimes need to go on an adventure by yourself. I think it's both here. Then your relationship is going to be, you're going to feel trapped and stuck. And that's going to make you unhappy, but we'll see what other cards come out. So let's move back to those who are single and go for the clarifier cards, or, extra information cards here. Okay. I'm holding my cards upside down, so sorry. This needs to be like that, yeah. This needs to be like that. Okay. I like that Nine of Cups and King of Cups, because it feels like you're going to find someone that you can share, your values with. Someone like-minded, someone that sparks your interests, that sparks your enthusiasm, your curiosity. Okay, because you also have that King of Cups there. So that can represent you, but it probably represents the person that you may meet on the dating scene. And again, this is a general reading. All these things are potential energies. They are not written in stone. So some Taurians will or may meet someone that really gets that fire, that Knight of Wands going, and they will be very happy about it. But there will be other Taurians that are better off looking at their rising sign or the moon sign, because this doesn't resonate with them, because maybe they are not as discerning and they're not as far. Maybe they are still in that pushy phase of the King of Swords. And then this is going to work out and play out a little bit differently. I feel that this card connects to that pushy energy. Pushy energy will bring you stress, anxiety, worry, and disappointment, but also pain and sadness. So I feel that really you have to be discerning here, and you can't be pushy. You can't be too going into things too quickly. You need to also, with discernment often comes a little bit of patience as well, and not jumping into things, not jumping into a relationship too quickly, or not being love bombed, because that could really work out badly. Because love bombing is one of the traits of narcissists that narcissists use. Okay, these two came out. Oh wow. Okay, let's just have a look here first. Maybe I need to pull another one. I'll see. So yes, for those Taurians that are really discerning, they are patient, they're deciding, you know what, I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to see who is really interesting, who is really sparking my fire, my curiosity, and who is not. Then, if you do that, then you may meet sort of Mr. Right, or I'm not saying because Mr. Right, it's such a cliche, but there may be someone there that does sort of tick the boxes, and fills your heart, because here the Nine of Cups, it's a wish fulfilled card, but I feel here it's someone who you really feel good with that person. Let's say it like that. So this is a very big possibility. Now there is a bit of a condition to it, and that is being slow, patient, discerning. And that says all in this card as well. Now, if you're not discerning, this could lead to anxiety and worry. But if you are discerning and you are like, okay, let's take it slow, let's see what gives, then you will be probably looking at the next step with this person. You can make a plan. You can try things out. You have choices, of course, but there is the possibility of this going further and becoming stronger. And we are talking here fire again, yeah, 2 of Wands. So that is possible. Now, if you don't do the discernment, I feel you're going to end up with that. Now, here when I said there is the possibility that someone comes on the scene, someone new, or that you're really looking for people with matching values, or, that values that join or are very close and matching to your values, yes. I feel here with this High Priestess and the Justice, it's a bit of a strange 2 cards combination, and I'm a bit sort of, okay, what is this about? But anyway, it feels like, yes, your discernment is going to bring success, because first of all, it's going to make you choose for people that are really interesting. And it's also sparking your intuition. You are, it's very funny that comes up, because of course the Knight of Swords is very rational in your head card, and has really not much to do with emotional things. So this comes up, and then it's really instinctive. It's intuition. And I feel what this card says here is, let your intuition guide you, because if you follow your intuition, you will probably know whose values are worthy of your interest, of your dedication, of your input, of going on a date or further dates with. But there is some sort of, it's going to bring you meeting that person, and with the, the carefully choosing is going to bring you more peace and harmony internally, but also on the dating scene. It's going to bring you more stability. It's going to bring you more, you know what? This time I'm not going to do something foolish and just, date and date and date and see what happens. No, I'm just going to wait and see what happens. And that's going to bring you this Justice card, more inner calm, inner certainty as well of what you're doing. You're much more attuned to this high priestess, and that's going to bring you also inner peace and everything. When you're calm inside and you are really very sure of the steps you're doing in the dating scene, it's going to bring this person out. It's sort of going to lure this person out because you're telling the universe, I'm serious now and I want something that is valuable to me and that is valuable to the other person as well, but that is not conflictuous. That is not, like a game that I'm playing. I'm not doing that. That's what you're putting out to the universe. And that's going to bring a lot of inner calm, but also it's going to bring out this person. So yes, we'll end with the spirit animal oracle cards there. But now I'm going to go over to the persons that are in a committed relationship. So what do they need to know more? Okay. Okay, that one. Page of Swords, and that one. Okay. You see, there is this attachment that can become a little bit, can bring boredom, and you have to be. I love that this card came out. Okay. Another Eight of Swords. And that's on top of that Fool, that Creatrix card, yeah? Don't stifle your need for freedom. Okay, Five of Wands. And the Five of Cups. So 2 5s here. Okay, that is very interesting. So 5s are confliction. I'm going to start with these 5s on this Eight of Wands here. Eight of Swords. Oh, what am I saying? I feel, yes, if you do not go after new adventures, new things together, and you're stifling all that energy that, brings a little bit more joy and a little bit of more, variation in the relationship, that is going to make you feel trapped, but it's going to make you argue as well. You're going to get argumentative then. You're going to probably say, why don't we do anything together anymore? That sort of, things you're going to say. And then you may feel sad, or you may feel ashamed, or you may feel guilty that you said such a thing, because the thing is here with this King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, this is a good relationship. This is also a solid relationship. This is a relationship that has fire, so that has the possibility to still go on. But there are a few conditions here, and one of the conditions is to not be narrowed in, to not be boxed in, to not be like a Siamese twin and being always connected. And of course, I do understand that with the whole corona thing and lockdowns and what have you, this may have happened that you were always together, and there was not a lot of seeing other people. There was not a lot of going on a trip, going on a weekend trip, going somewhere. Maybe, even going to restaurants was in some areas of the world completely impossible. And that made you really sort of feel like you were trapped in the house together and chained to each other. Look, these are they feel like they're chained to each other. So that is a bit of an energy that is possible there. Now, I feel with this Page of Swords asks you to really cut through those chains, cut through the chains, because, cut through that sense of, I'm too attached here. I don't have any wiggle room. I don't have any room for myself. And that leaves no room for the relationship. But again, if you are very aware of that and you start doing some things, you start embracing that Fool, and you start introducing some new elements, or some outings. Maybe go for a walk together, maybe go for dinner together again, maybe do something completely silly, maybe just dance in your living room together. You know, you need something fun. You need a little bit of things that are amusing, that are funny, that are not sitting and watching Netflix every night. You need something else, something different. Because if you do that, then it brings a whole new, a new quality. I'm going to say new quality with this king of this Knight of Pentacles, not king. This Knight of Pentacles, it gives you a new quality to the relationship. And I feel that also, not only is that doing fun things together, but also you detach from the chains and you go with a Page of Swords and this, you get rid of those chains and you just go for your walk by yourself. You watch something that you wouldn't watch together. For example, you dance in your living room by yourself. You go out for a drink and you meet up with friends, or you just go out for coffee by yourself. Why not? Maybe take a book. Maybe don't take a book and just look at people, look at bypasses, but do something else, especially, and do something else without burdens of the relationship or burdens of responsibilities for the moment. I would say that as well. Because that will bring that new qualities, a sort of fresh energy, and that is good for the relationship. And that will overcome this feeling of stuckness. Because that is repeated here, yeah? That was a danger. And you have, in everything, you have a little bit of conflictuous and difficult cards here. You here have the Devil, you here have that Eight of Swords repeated from the Eight of Swords here. And here, to be honest, you have 3 almost difficult cards. So when you argue because you feel stifled and you feel like your partner isn't ready to go on that adventure and you get argumentative, you probably will feel guilty afterwards. So I would say to you, don't be argumentative, but just say what you want. And say it coming from you, and not saying you don't ever do anything with me, but say, I feel I would really like to do something with you, and I would really like you to join me in a new adventure, or, go for a walk. I would really appreciate that if you went on that walk with me, or if you went to that restaurant, or if you did that little dance in the living room with me. Don't argue about it. Don't go into the conflict mode. It's sort of this is a warning, yeah? I'm reading this card as a warning, because you will feel guilty, you will feel sad, you will feel pain, but you will also cause pain to your partner, and that's unnecessary. But it is necessary that you really state what you want, and that you state that you feel stifled. You need to explain that you feel like this. You need to explain that you feel a little bit trapped and maybe isolated, and that you want a little bit of a fresh energy in your relationship. If you don't say it, then it could lead to conflicts and feeling even more stifled. So really look out for that. Now let's have a look here what the spirit animal is for both cards. What's happened here? I hope I'm still recording. Yes, I'm still recording. Okay, let's have a look here. I'm going to pull it randomly, so let's see what comes out here. Okay, this one wants to come out here. And that's Skunk Spirit, Know Your Worth. Oh, I really love that, because that has to do with your own value system. And you also, that has to do with that discernment and choosing carefully and being careful on the dating scene, because you are worth someone that really sparks your interest, that makes you curious, but that also gives you something. And that is that King of Cups. That is like a person that really cares for you and will take care of you, but not take care in a financial way, but emotionally is giving, is a good suit, a good match. And that is that Skunk Spirit. Know your worth. When you know your worth, your energy, how you present yourself on the dating scene, is going to be completely different than when you think you don't deserve this King of Cups, when you don't deserve here this harmonious possibility in a possibility to a fair, harmonious, and good relationship, solid relationship. You deserve that. But it depends also of how you show yourself to the world. And that with Skunk Spirit, it asks you to really realize that you're worthy and that you're deserving of this beautiful energy that is possible for you. But you will need to make an effort in being really calm, patient, and sometimes Taurus, patience, you are patient, but sometimes you can be very pushy and impatient as well, because I know that, because I'm a Taurus. So I know myself. Okay, so for those in a relationship, and this is beautiful, to be honest, look what came out. Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. I mean, this is a deck with loads of cards. I don't even know how many. Let's just have a look. 68 cards. They're thick, so yeah, it looks a lot more, but there are 68 cards. From the 68 cards, this one comes out after I've been blabbing on and going on about get some fun in the relationship, try something new, maybe do something fun for yourself, by not always being together, because you're not obliged to always do everything together, because that will also be stifling. But here, this comes out, be playful. So again, everything that I said here is a little bit confirmed with this message card. How funny is that? Now, there's something missing here, and I'm going to, okay, when am I going to go? I'm going to get my enchanted map oracle out. Yeah, I'm going to get my soul coaching oracle out. Sometimes, Jesus, all these cards here, and it's a bit of a mess. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to get another deck out. The soul coaching oracle. Let's just put that here again. Let me leave the booklet here. So there will be a word on this card, and let's see what word is there. So Taurus singles. Let me just cut it first and put it together. Taurus singles. I need also okay, that jumped. Truth. That is also that Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is in search of truth. And truth lies also in your value system. I think Taurus singles, it's very important that you're truthful in what you're looking for, that you're truthful in your expression on the dating scene, so you don't have to fake it, yeah? You don't have to be a fake and flirty and things like that. Just be yourself. Be yourself. I mean, these two cards together, know your worth and truth. It's really about being yourself and trusting that be yourself is good enough and is more than good enough to attract the right person and somebody interesting. Now let's have a look here for those stories that are in a committed relationship. What is coming out here? Okay, let's see. Let's make room. Okay. Opening. I'm opening up to receiving the gifts of the universe. So where I'm going to put this is, just let it put it here, and let me just get a crystal out, or stone people out. Okay. I'm open to receiving the gifts of the universe. So I feel also, I'm looking more to the opening up. That's opening up that energy here, opening up that energy from these cards, from that, attachment, doing too many things together and not having enough personal freedom, but also not doing things fun. That is opening up. You need to open up. You need to open up that path to more adventure and more fun and more things, more a different quality, a different energy in your relationship. I think that is very important here. And yeah, it is really be open to play as well. Be open to be playful. So Taurus, I hope you liked this reading. It was a little bit messy with my camera and my cards and everything. I do apologize for that. Do know that there is still time to enter the competition to win a tarot reading with me. The words what you have to put in the comments, and only here and on TikTok, is Magic 2022. If you put that in the comments, you automatically enter the competition and you can win a free reading with me. The winner will be announced at the end of March. I think March 30th or 31st. So please don't kill the messenger here, or don't hit the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. That's the right expression. If it's going to be on the 31st, yeah? So don't really shoot me if I do that. Okay, please know that I am on TikTok with extra readings, short readings, daily guidance. And it's quite fun because I have 3 minutes there, so I can do small readings. And I want to go live there soon, and maybe here on YouTube as well, depending on the subscribers. If you really like my channel, please subscribe. I really appreciate your support, because it really helps me offering more readings to you if you subscribe. So, thank you for being here, Taurus. Speak soon. Click that subscribe button. And thank you for being here. Bye for now.